So there's a few things I've not been able to tell you that I can finally tell you. Welcome back to EveryTrade Behind the Build, back from Project Toon. More about that later, but I'm actually out on the road with KTM, who's on camera today, looking at a few jobs that have been stacking up since I've been away. I've got so much to catch up on. This is the house that we built in 2019. Been an ongoing roofing issue that we're going to try and look into. We've had the roof has come back, recoat it, but summer's still happening. We're still getting a little bit of water ingress, so gonna have to get up there somehow. KTM stitched me up with the smallest ladder in Great Britain, so yeah, let's see how we get on. Oh, mate, this is the worst. Did we not have a bigger ladder? So, I remember this now. We built this house 2020, so about 2019, and it's a real unusual design. It's like a split level, so you've got 3 roof levels, and it's GRP. And I remember at the time when I saw the drawings, I was like, that's a big space for GRP to be spec'd. But we spoke to the manufacturers, and they were absolutely fine with it. And having a quick look around now, the actual roof covering itself looks solid. I know we've recoated it, and I don't reckon that is the source of the issue. As you probably know, with water, it always finds the path of least resistance, so if this is leaking anywhere, it's going to be on a joint or an abutment where 2 different things meet, and there is a few things like that on here, but having a quick look now, I can't see anything really obvious, but I'll go and have a look and investigate. Right, so obviously the obvious thing is that we've got some pooling here and also over there. So I'm looking at that, and I think that is within the tolerance. Really, the fall of the roof should have dealt with that. But even though that's not great, I don't think that is the main issue. So I'm going to try and fix that, but I don't think that's the issue. Now, obviously, we've got this lantern here, which could be a problem, so I'm going to check that, because the actual leak is manifesting itself in the vicinity of that, and I'm seeing that there. That's not too bad, but if we jump down, this is an area I'm interested in, definitely, because look at that, it's pulling there. It's like the roof drops back a bit there to an abutment with, it's got a sleeve cladding detail there. So it could be that, but I'm also spotted that the gutter is completely blocked, if you can see that, which is not great. So that could be an area we need to look at. It shouldn't be blocked anyway, so we'll fix that. But yeah, again, it's pooling slightly here, so that could be a problem. But again, I think that's within tolerance. I mean, not everyone likes GRP roofs. I actually like them. I prefer it to rubber. Flat roofs generally do fail, but this one's actually alright. I remember at the time with all the design of this and all the falls that were going everywhere, I always thought it was quite weird how many different falls to get right, but it got signed off by building control. The warranties provider signed it off, so yeah, what we're up against there, not up against, but what we've got to think about here is this customer is a new build, so we have to give 10 years warranty through an external provider. So even though I wouldn't normally come back to a job 5 or 6 years after it's been built, I probably would have still dealt with this, to be honest, because I don't like leaving people. It's just not the way to build a reputation. But yeah, I need to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to have a good look, and then all I can do really is give my educated professional opinion and just try and sort it. So I've brought my trusty assistant here. It turns out he's scared of heights, the lad. Oh no, don't get up, lad. You cannot. Go on, you can if you want. You're not, if you'd seen how I got up on here. Yeah. But yeah, alright. Let's get down, chat to the customer. Let me know where my legs are. Which way? Are you there? You holding the ladder? Oh, things I do. Oh. So left that job now. Just had a good chat with the customer. There's a thing that I always say: don't ask. Oh, seatbelt, flipping heck! Don't ask questions you don't want to hear the answer to. I made the mistake of going, so is everything else all right? And considering we built this 6 years ago, she went, well, actually, and then she reeled off quite a few things. But I said, look, just get me a list, we'll sort it. Some of it isn't warranty work. Well, it definitely isn't. But I said, we'll sort it, because we're just not that kind of company. And she's actually a really nice, hold the camera straight, KTM. As bent as an iron bob. No, that son. So yeah, she's actually really nice, so we'll try and help her. No idea really what that roof problem is, but I've got a rough idea. I reckon it's this way. I've got a rough idea of what it might be. So we'll. I've said to her, manage your expectations. I said we'll start with basically making sure the lantern is watertight. We'll also clear out them gutters, and then we'll basically have to monitor it and see. So I've also asked her as well to keep an eye on the water stain on the inside. Put a pencil mark there and take pictures, because that's a telltale sign of if it's still leaking. That obviously internal water ingress will spread. What it is there though, I think that it's existing water damage to the ceiling. What are you laughing at?
Just quirky stuff happening everywhere.
It's a bad place, this. And the salts in the moisture act almost like, you know, you put a pot of salt on a table in a room and it can draw the water out. The salts in the water can draw the moisture out, and she does a lot of cooking in the kitchen right below where the damage is. It will just keep staining. And also, I'm not sure the extractor is working as it should do, the kitchen extractor. Again, if she's cooking, it'll just literally not be extracting. All the steam from the kettle and just general life in general will condensate on that lantern, run down. There was a lot of mould around the edges there, so it could be that. But in truth, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just a case of process of elimination. But we'll sort it and we'll deal with it. Right, we're going to go to another job now. Me and KTM, it's like the old times. They're spending a day together, and I like it. We're going to go to look at another job, and I don't think we've been to this job before, but yeah, we'll see you over at what is called Project, what do you reckon?
Beach.
Project Beach. Let's do it. Second visit of the day, and this is basically a new project, Project Beach, which I don't think Hollywood's managed to get down here yet. It's funny really, because Bizzle is on this job, looking after this job, the structural part, and he's come from running 60 odd, probably getting on for nearly 80 men on site at Project Toon, absolute chaos, to doing what is basically a kitchen diner knock through, low value, probably what, 20 odd grand's worth of work, something like that. KTM, the man on the camera, is running this, is one of his. But we love this type of project for a couple of reasons. A, because it's bread and butter. B, you can be in and out and you can get your money, your profit, everything in within 3 weeks, and the customer at the end of it is absolutely delighted. So I'll never ever say I'm too big for this type of project. But let's go and have a look. Try and catch up with Biz. He's like a man possessed, Biz, when he's on a job like this. Literally, we've been here 2 days. I think this is 2 days, isn't it, KTM? 2 days, and then, yeah, so here we are. Here's the dream team. I'm just saying, Biz, you've done this in what, 2 days?
2 days, 2 hours.
2 days, 2 hours?
I don't mess about.
No, 2 days, 2 hours and 4 minutes, actually, if we're being precise.
You can have it, so
Time is money, but yeah, this is like a typical job. When you first started, for me, these are the type of jobs you're doing all the time, wasn't it? It was just...
Yeah, you normally palm me off with the hard work, yeah.
Yeah, but I was just saying, we've come from Project Team where you're basically running 60 to probably 80 men on site, to this little piddler here.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about Kenzie.
No, I didn't want to go into too deep.
Yeah, you're a little piddler.
Yeah.
But no, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Talk us through it, Biz. What have you done?
Well, basically, we've come in, acroed everything up, propped everything correctly, measured up for the steel, ordered the steel straight away, smashed everything out, put the pad stones in, steel in, and now we're just making it all good. Making it good. We were talking about the height of the steel here as well, and most jobs we try and get the steel as high as we can, but there's restrictions, isn't there? There is, because the ceiling in the kitchen area is a lot lower than the ceiling here. Yeah. And the support for the kitchen ceiling is actually on the steel, so that's why it's so low. So you're missing Newcastle? Yeah. Like a hole in the head? Yeah. Got a bit stressful there. You did? It's got stressful at the end, but... How many weeks straight did you do there at the end? 11. You divorced? No, well, a few times, but... But you are. You're like Henry VIII, aren't you? How many wives are you on now? 3. 3. What, at once? No. I've got 3 and a couple of friends. Okay, why not? Yeah. Leave it there. Yeah, because Kenzie's got a hammer, so I'm going to leave it there. Because I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned, but Kenzie is actually your brother, isn't he? Younger brother. Younger brother. He's actually his grandson. Yeah, because he calls him Grandad on the site, and people get a bit confused. But yeah, what's it like working with your granddad? I know as well. Yeah. But I also know he loves his granddad. Granddad's his mentor. He's like my mentor as well, but he's got a tattoo there. What would you say if I came with a tattoo with your name on it? Big Sean. I'd say, do you want to lie down, Christopher? Yeah, I would. Yeah. Snuggle. But yeah, it's going well. Like I said, this is a typical job for us, really. Just in and out, customers buzzing at the end of it, massive impact. You forget how much that this job has an impact on people's lives, really, because it creates this whole other room that they didn't have before, and everyone lives like this. We're putting bifolds in this as well. Yeah, we're making this opening slightly wider, because to accommodate bifolds, you need a minimum of 2 metres. Yep. So we're going to make it slightly wider. Yep. Have a triple set of bifolds in there. The back door's going to go. We're having a window there. The sink area is going to be there. Yeah. So you'll have all this plastered, wired, everything painted by tonight. No, week on Tuesday. Oh, fine, that's good. Still pretty good. Try my best. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, as I say, it's good to have Bizzle back in Manchester. It's very rare that we get him on jobs like this, but when we do, we know we'll do all right on it. Keep up the good work, boys. Be safe. Good man. I'm going to try my hardest now I'm back from Project Toon to get out on site a little bit more, just because I love spending time with the guys. I get to see the guys in action, and yeah, it's just good because it's my company, and why I can get to pick up on things like this, for example. This is Bizzle's van here, right? It is absolutely immaculate. It almost looks as clean as the day I first bought it from new. And you compare that to some of the other guys' vans, it's embarrassing. That's something else I want to pick up on. Now I've got Project Toon behind me, I feel like I can focus on all these little efficiencies, and big efficiencies, to be fair, across the whole company. And I'm going to sort things out like how we maintain the fleet. I really want to do a lot of work to build the efficiency on the yard, which I'll talk about later on when I go over there. So yeah, it's good. I'm going to try and get about as much of the business today, tomorrow, and just see where we're up to, and then start to get a plan together next week, and then really go hard. But yeah, Bizzle's van, spotless. So, good morning. Project Toon is now finished. Tim is still there doing a little bit of snagging, and on a job that size, it's completely understandable. The client sent their project manager in and they snagged the full job, but we're just gradually spotting bits that need doing, things that have been used for the first time. You're going to get that, so we're going to base Tim there,
probably early next week for a couple of days, put him in a hotel so he's on standby. Tim is one of our most multi-skilled guys, so it makes total sense. He can literally do wet plumbing, basic electrics, painting, joinery, groundworks. He's amazing. Fed more Tim. I might be rich. So yeah, it's funny really. I'm sort of decompressing because I definitely put my body on the line for that Newcastle job, and so did all my guys. You saw Bizzle yesterday. He definitely put his body on the line. Danny, the project manager, and all my team. And I don't want to go through a round of naming them all again because I'll forget someone. I forgot Uncle Terry last time and he helped as well. So been here for nearly 16 years now, Uncle Terry, and he's always there when I need him. Don't like working away, but he'll do it just because I asked him, because it's needs must and we cannot let the customer down. I said this in last week's episode. One thing I'm really convinced about now is that our model of retaining our own tradesmen in our vans, in our uniform, we control their diary, they work for us exclusively, rather than just use a straight subcontractor model is the right thing. My guys really stood out there. Don't get me wrong, we used some good local guys. As I said, the decorators were brilliant. There was a local joiner called Danny, who was a really good find. But my guys really stood out. A, for the reliability, they turned up when they said they were going to turn up. But B, just the speed, the quality of the workmanship, just staying till the job got done. And it's been really interesting for me. I was sat there looking at the job and thinking, it's great watching my team deploy what they do. Like I always go on about, I love this whole concept of the SAS of construction. And what I mean by that is highly skilled operatives. And I always refer to my guys as elite soldiers. It's cheesy, but honestly, it's a culture that I've instilled, that have got the right equipment, the right training, and the right attitude. And they'll literally be dropped in anywhere in the country and deploy their skill set. And it's brilliant to watch, and we've finished the job. Annoyingly, as always, we have to get out there as soon as the students turn up. So we can never show you the end results, although I think the customer's getting some video or something done, so we'll be able to put something together in the next couple of weeks, hopefully. But the job is finished, the students are moving in, the customer's happy. Yeah, another job done. So what I'm going to do is go to the yard shortly because there's a few things I want to tell you. So welcome to the yard, and there's a few things that I need to tell you, and this is just one. So a few of you guessed right, we bought the shovel 2 weeks ago, and now we have invested in a Scania grab truck, a proper one. Basically, I came into the game and I had this, when I got this one, my first proper 84 grab, I didn't do my research. I thought, oh, Mercedes, it must mean it's good. However, it's old and it's not without its problems. We spent a lot of money on it, and everybody who seems to know a bit about the industry told me that really I need to be looking at Scania. So we've invested in this Scania P410. I think that means the engine size. Correct me if I'm wrong, don't know enough about that kind of stuff, but it's an absolute minter. It is for us anyway. You can go mad on trucks and you can spend hundreds of thousands. To be fair, we're nearly at 100,000 with what we spent on it, but it's got low miles. It's had one owner from new by a company that I know, a national company. They've looked after it. I know they service it because it used to go out on hire. So they service it and they PMI it every 6 weeks. And every 12 months it gets a full overhaul. The body is absolutely mint. It's got everything we need on it. And the guys tell me it's an absolute minter to drive. So yeah, it's just a step in the right direction. The next thing we've got to do is get it wrapped, get all the livery on it and everything. What I'm gonna do is sell the 6x4, so Dale's doing some work now to get it ready for sale because we're just not using that enough. That will be a great little truck for someone, and then I will probably sell the Mercedes in a few months' time, and then come next spring, if the business carries on going the way it's going, we will get another Scania. So yeah, that is number 1. Let's head over to Project Wilmslow, and when you come back, I'll tell you about announcement number 2. So good progress there on Project Wilmslow. We are nearly done on that. So before then, I told you I'd not finished with the announcements, and this one is a big one. We've been working on this very hard for a long time, and I'm very pleased to say that EveryTrade now has full access to this yard. So yeah, I've been working on this behind the scenes for ages. The dig has been a massive help on this in negotiating the deal. I can't go into the exact specifics because there's been an ongoing situation that's nothing to do with us, that is other people's business, but what it has basically meant is that we have had an opportunity to take full lease over the yard, which is a bit of a dream for me, to be honest with you, because I love the location of this yard. We've been struggling a little bit trying to make everything work in a corner of the yard, but now we've got full access to all of it. At the moment, it's a bit of a mess. There's stuff everywhere, and it's going to take us a long time to get it to where we want it to be. But what it means, in short, is that we'll have an area for a full range of primary aggregates, which is separate from this bit, which will be our tipping and processing facility. We are now in a position where we're fully permitted up. We are now allowed to tip into and also process and crush in our yard here. We're right on the M60 in Manchester. The rates that we're charging are going to be very competitive. We can take soil, we can take hardcore, we can take soil and hardcore mixed, and then we'll process it and then be able to sell it back out at a very reasonable rate. As you can see there, we've already been playing at it for a bit, haven't we? But this is going to give us the opportunity to go at it full blast. And what's helped loads is that we've just had a big order for 2,500 tonnes of crushed recycled, which is perfect. That just validates my opinion that we need to do what we're about to do. The investment is going to be big. The time it takes is going to be long, and it kind of coincides with what we've got going on at New HQ, which isn't ideal. But when you see an opportunity in business, you've got to take it. But don't forget, we're still a construction company. That's what we do most of. And on Project Loft Social, the bar that is nearly ready for opening, we are putting the finishing touches to the bits that we're doing and let the client finish it at the magic. And then it should be opening, not next week, the week after. So yeah, let's go and check in Loft Social and see how the boys are doing there.
myself, you know.
So you've seen my new Scania. Let's see it in action with Wreck-It Dave, who I'm very nervous about letting out in it, but let's see my new beautiful grab truck in action.
Hi, I'm Dave, driving a new Scania, better than the old Mercedes, miles better. Just dropping off some MOT in Ashton, 14 minutes away, so it's not too bad. If we don't crash or anything. But that's the last job done. Back to the yard. We're finished for the weekend. But it's not done too bad these past 2 days, this little wagon. Well, better than the Merc.
Not actually spoke to you about this. I know you've seen it, but yeah, we've also invested in this shovel, which was basically the missing link. I bought it off my mate Scott from 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧, that a lot of you guys will probably know. They do 𝗕𝗥𝗘𝗔𝗧, what blocks. They are basically the go-to company. It also has the concrete drive-through as well, which is where you can basically, like McDonald's, go and select what mix of concrete you want, pay for it on your card, and then drive off of it. He's trying to talk me into buying one for here, which you never know. Now we've got a bit more space, but it is a beauty. And the guys are telling me it's exactly what we needed in the yard. It's sped it up, it's got scales, we can load the trucks faster so we can get people out the yard, we can move things about. So yeah, the investment has been ridiculous. Scott has really looked after us. He's maintained it, he's got it all bang on ready. Still got his logo on the back, which we might change. But yeah, it's great, I'm happy. It looks amazing. So that's another missing piece of the yard. Over on Project, is it called Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗗, Hollywood, isn't it? What we called it? 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃. Oh man, honestly, I've been this week, I feel the last few weeks have been a blur. Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃, again, that is looking mega. Painters are finished. KTM on his phone shot a few bits and pieces. So let's go and check in and see, because I know you guys like the updates. Where we're up to on Project 𝗕𝗨𝗟𝗃. So this might be flickering because it's an absolute banger of an old TV. But what it has done is that now we've got a screen in one of the containers with all the jobs. Remember, I showed you this in HQ, this exact screen. It updates in real time. And what it does, it creates a ticket for every single job, whether it's a tip or whether it's a bag that we need to deliver or whether it's a grab or whatever. Raises a ticket here in HQ, so the guys can see what's happening Monday to Friday, and then they can get the bags ready, they can organise the load, etc. So another example of how we're linking up all of our operations from a central location, so the office, without having to make loads and loads of phone calls, can ping and raise a ticket in here that the dig and the team can look at. So yeah, another small refinement that's going to make a big difference. It's hard to really show the scale of this yard, but it's big. I think it's just over an acre, which is perfect. I looked about, and to get an acre of land near the motorway that can do what we want it to do was really, really almost impossible for the money that we wanted to pay. So yeah, hopefully this will be our home for a good while now. Mr. Swiss Army Knife Dale, you haven't really seen him properly, have you, for a week or two? I don't know. He was amazing in Newcastle, same as all my guys there, which I talked about. So he's gone from fitting shower screens to doing his actual day job, which we brought him into, which is fixing our trucks and cars and stuff for other people. So let's check in. I'm not actually sure what he's been doing. Hopefully he's repaired our tipper where the wet belt took out the engine. So let's check in with the human Swiss Army Knife, Dale, over at New HQ.
Right, so that is the tipper up and running, back out of the unit. All built up and finished. Buzzing with that. Was pretty worried about it not starting or something being wrong with the valves. So yeah, buzzing that can go back out now, and it's going straight back out tomorrow actually. So yeah, hopefully now Chris can give me that pay rise that I've asked for. You know, Chris, I deserve it. So yeah, let's get on to bigger things. We've got this in, which I need to replace all the back. We are selling it. If anybody is interested, it's a great wagon. Everything works spot on. Just need to replace all this. This is all rotten. So I've got all new, everything all under here. Oh, you can't see that. Yeah, all that's getting replaced. So it'll be grand. Be a good, nice, clean wagon. And then we've got to jump onto Christian's van, which is this big jumbo Peugeot. Timing belt snapped apparently up in Liverpool. So I've had a quick look at it earlier, and yeah, the timing belt has snapped. So I'm going to have to take the all the rocker off again and just have a look at the rockers, make sure the valves are alright. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can do the same as what we did with the tipper Ford Transit. Don't know why that's gone so soon. It's 71 plate or 21 plate it is, so that isn't good. Hopefully nothing too major like bottom end or fuel oil starvation that's caused the belt to snap, but see how we get on. Workshop still mega. Did some tyres the other day for Jay, who's in the office, Chris's brother, so his car could pass its MOT. And yeah, again, the workshop is ace. Love being in here. Just nice to keep on top of it, keep it tidy. Also, this van is for sale. Mega little van, 83,000 miles on it, well looked after. Bodywork's pretty minted actually. Comes up so well when it's cleaned. So yeah, anyone wants to buy that one, drop us a message and we could sort you a deal out. I'm sure Chris would sort someone a deal out, all you faithful viewers. So yeah, gonna crack on now and I'll catch you all later. See you in a bit.
So yeah, another leg on our journey, another chapter in our story. Alex and I, who's on jury service, by the way, I feel sorry for anybody that is in the dock when Alex is on jury service, because that man can spot a lie. Back next week. But yeah, Alex and I, we do not care about views. We don't care about brand deals, trying to be TV presenters or anything like that. We're not bothered about self-promotion. We are just two hard-working lads that want to grow our businesses that we've started, that we've acquired, and create opportunities for the people that work for us, do a great job for our customers, and just see where we end up. We're not bothered about anything else, but we want to tell our story on YouTube for two reasons. To look back in years to come and see how far we've come, learn from our mistakes, have a laugh, show our kids, show our grandkids, and have that record, the archive of where we've come and what we've built. We love what we do, and I hope that comes across here now. But yeah, let us know if you want to see more of what we actually do in this yard. This is the opportunity I personally have been waiting for. Have a great rest of the week. Come back next week where the work in the yard will begin, and hopefully a couple of our projects coming to a head, and we'll show you where we're up to. We've got a big rest of 2025, and you guys are going to get to see it. I've been feeling a bit down about YouTube because it's not really going the way I want it to go, and I've seen other channels just go bang, and I don't believe that their content is as interesting as ours, but who am I to judge? But stay with us. Please give us a like if you've liked what we've produced here. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, because I know that a lot of you guys that view don't subscribe. See you next week. Have a great weekend. Make lots of dough, but don't forget the reason you do, which is to give yourselves, your family, and your friends the best life. Have a good weekend, guys. Yeah, so just don't use that other one. We use that. That'll be all right. Right, you need to get some B-roll of the yard.